There we go. Oops. I think I'm live. I think this is on. Okay, looks like I got about a 10-second delay this time. Okay. Where am I going? But, welcome back. Doing more... Wow, that was quick. Rain stop. Rain was going hard and all of a sudden just, nope, we're done. It's like, okay then. Okay, Kono, what you got for me? A history of violence, huh? Let's see if there are Najul leaves to be had in town. Perhaps the cook Oriange mentioned might be persuaded to spare a few. Okay. Nope, that's not it. That's this guy again. Oh, hello again. Do you need something? Not jewel leaves, I guess. Now, jewel leaves, for what purpose other than the dish, naturally? Fortunately, I just used up my last. You'll have to travel to the lower forest for more. Golmagic Grove is the source. Golmagic Grove is a source for the finest Najul leaves you'll find. Wild variants you'll sometimes see in city markets can't compare. I see. I had hoped to avoid such a lengthy venture. If there's no other way to obtain our ingredient, then it is to the Ja Talik heartland we shall go. Allow me to save you the trip. Traveling there requires you go through the Tinabeck Traverse, but it is caved in due to the storm, I expect. What? But that means we can't get our Najul leaves. But we can, can't we? If there is no other way of procuring them, you would have suspended this feat or else altered its objective. Perhaps. Anyway, I apologize for the interruption, but having overheard your conversation, I'm compelled to chime in. That's very kind of you. Any last-minute advice you'd be willing to share? Only to undertake to feed a repast with an empty stomach. You may find the dish to be delicious, but daunting dish to finish. Well, I can't wait. Okay. Still, if there's no leaves here, we can't travel for more. How are we supposed to gather all our ingredients? These feats are meant to deepen our understanding of the peoples and cultures of Tuleala. So perhaps there's something about the dish that we have yet to learn, something of significance other than the recipe or ingredients. Oh, I see. Like who was the first to make it, its history, that sort of thing? Well, if it's Yaktil's history you're interested in, you should start with the Old War. Between the Zarbal and Mamulja, words. These fours have borne witness to centuries of warfare, the evidence of which remains a scar upon the earth. To know the end of the bloodshed is to know the dish. I'm not saying that word. Huh? What is that? Wait, what does steamed Ibruk have to do with bloodshed? Precisely the question we must answer. Vexing though such a detour may seem, I can think of no other way to approach this feat. Well, in that case, if you wish to visit the site of the ruined by the war, the village of Ilyan Asho, it lies a short distance to the east. Village of Leon Asho? Understood. Thanks for your help. Come on, let's go see this place. Okay, so we need to head east. Okay. Follow the road, head east. Wee. Maybe I should bring out the chocobo because we're running through a dense forest with who knows what's going to attack. Why did I put red bottoms, red soles on the bottom of my shoes? It just looks weird. Okay, Kona. The village of Leon Asho must be further east. Let's continue with haste. For all we know, our competitors may be on our heels. If you guys have noticed, I am level 97. I have done some of my duty stuff. Oh, and I want one of those. And got a few levels so I can keep ahead of the curve. Because that's something that's always hit me back in the other expansions, the level blocks. Up. No, I don't want to attack the Ayeta. I want one as a pet. Hey, don't hurt my chocobo. Oops. I stunned him as he died. Hit him before he hits me. %60 more experience because I have rested XP. Oh, a fate. What level? Someone's doing it? Let's see if I can join it. Yep, and they're done. Cool. I did a fate. Or helped with a fate. Okay, well, Clement, what you got? So the village. So this is the village of Lilian Ashto, or what's left of it. It was a peace. It was a place of light and life. My great-grandfather called it home, in fact. Wakavoo, didn't know you were in Yaktiel. Oh, I was picking up some lumber from Ikbrax when I heard the third promise was on her way to the site of deep historical significance. I immediately saw the opportunity to be of service, so I followed you here. He's stalking me, isn't he? Waku is a shipwright who came to our aid during the Feat of Reeds. A pleasure. You are a member of the Third Promise's retinue, I presume? For a moment, I suppose I am. My name is Konya. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Kona, now that's a good name. A familiar name right here. Where have I heard? Kona, as in the second promise of Tuliala? I think I've addressed the non-servant's own son as a common retainer. Such disrespect cannot be excused. Please take up your gun and... Oh, come on, not this again. I take no offense. Please do not dwell on it. All right, then. So I shan't dwell on it. Right on cue. At least he's consistent. Oh, I like you, dude. I understand you wish to learn about a dish. Well, while I'm forbidden by the Zabrak's racks to divulge any information regarding its preparation, I would be happy to share what I know of Yaktil's history. Oh, we appreciate it. In its most basic sense, the conflict between the Zabral and the Mamulja was one of land. The Mamuljan lived in the lower forests, where the thick canopy obscures the sun and the soil is unforgiving to crops. This drove them to covet the upper forest, a home of the Zabral, and they launched a determined campaign to seize it for themselves. Yet, advantage even favors higher ground, and the Zabral forces held the upper hand when the invaders rebuffing from time and again. But, as the state of this village would attest, the tide eventually turned. What brought it about? Something you know all too well, blessed sibling. Too well. Blessed siblings. You must understand, the Mamulja were once a people that as much as war with themselves as they were with others. The Habugo, the Bonawa, and the Dropro each sought to assert dominance over the others, even as they engaged with the Zerbral at the time, in battle. In an effort to strengthen the bonds and discourage infightings, Habogo and Bonoa leaders arranged a marriage between their children. However, this political measure altered the course of history in ways no one else could ever imagine. It was long believed that the partners of different clans could not have children together. But as it happened, a child arrived who shared the blood of Habago and Bona both, a two-headed Mamulja. Blessed with tremendous physical strength and magical prowess, he grew to a mighty warrior before eventually arising as the first Altrak, ruler of the three clans. Such qualities would dispose any leadership, character notwithstanding. Under his rule, the newly united Mamulja became a force to be feared, and war soon came to a head. I think it is best you see the results firsthand. Let us visit another battlefield from that time, and there I shall continue the tale. Okay.
This is where most battles were fought between the Shabral and Mamulja, the Shobrit Cinderfield.
A field of cinders, indeed. How fierce their clashes must have been.
The war over these lands began after the Yoqui's departure some 500 years ago. And for 4 centuries thereafter, the two enemies repaid violence with violence. A constant stream of minor skirmishes, punctuated by massive slaughter.
Until Father ended their endless conflict 80 years
accompanied by a retinue of only 6, the Dawn servant opposed both armies and brought the fighting to a standstill.
First they sealed Valley Armanda at full strength, and now this.
It was during this armistice that both sides gathered for negotiations at the Dawn servant's behest.
For too long, you have been bound by your ancestors' violent legacy. It is past time you broke free of it.
Tell that to the Scale Scum! We fight to protect what is rightfully ours. If not for their greed, we'd be living in peace.
Buff your tails and scurry off, then! Cowards like you ill deserve the bounty of this forest.
Even should one of you succeed in vanquishing the other, your triumph will last only until a new invader arrives. Tell me, do you know of the vast continent that lies far to the east, where numerous nations vie for dominance? You do not. And why should you? Affairs beyond the salt we have no intention to cross are of no consequence to us. Not until those affairs come to Tural, like our honored visitor here.
He's from across the ocean.
I've been to the ocean before, and it's nothing but water farther than the eye can see. What sort of vessel could possibly reach its end?
That such technology exists is indisputable, as is foreign powers' awareness of Tural. If any such country were to develop a taste for Turali soil and bring to bear the might of innovations we can only imagine, what do you suppose happens then? You do not know the warlords of the East, but you know that if they came, they would not settle for a single forest. By joining hands, we might create a unified front, an alliance capable of repelling them or any other foe. There is no greater proof of these than my companions and I. Alone we are weak, but together we triumphed over Valigarmanda.
What? You defeated the Sky Ruin? I'd take you for a liar if the sting of our own defeat wasn't still fresh.
Their coordination was indeed impressive. How the Belu stymied our efforts to cripple the Yokui's legs and defend our ballistas. And when we withdrew to strike again from a distance, the Hanu called the winds to make our arrows miss their marks. In seeking to exploit their weaknesses, we only subjected ourselves to their strengths.
Those strengths are born of cooperation. The guiding principle of the nation we envision.
Our feud has lasted for centuries. How do you expect us to join hands now?
Ha ha! Give us an evening to convince you.
And so began that legendary banquet. One would not expect sworn enemies to abruptly drink to each other's health, and, indeed, a tense silence hung over the venue. But then, the dawn servant called for the exchange of traditional cuisine. So it was that the Mamulja partook of spiced meat, and the Chibral steamed najul. Before long, delight manifested upon the faces of those present, each side impressed by the other's dish. Seeing this, the dawn servant laughed and declared once more. Their flavors, he said, would be even better combined, and he proceeded to help them prepare the new creation.
That's Shibruk Pibil, I'd wager.
It is a marriage of Chibral and Mamulja cultures, and proof of their newfound cooperation. The dawn servant had asked for a single evening, but the feasting is said to have lasted 3 days and 3 nights. So delicious was their repast. In the end, a peace accord was reached, and the dawn servant's words at that time still illuminate our way forward.
Ignorance begets a strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Sorry. It's just to think that he ended an age-old conflict with food. It's all so absurd. It's somehow so very papa, I couldn't help but laugh.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Now then, I trust you understand the significance of Shibruk Pibil and the history it has written.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing the story with us. What's wrong? Someone was there, you say?
Perhaps our competition is cooking up some scheme or another.
Something bitter and half-baked, no doubt.
Well, we got a backstory. Ah! There we go. Sometimes I wonder why I don't have a new arm for this mic. Anyway. Papa really did live up to his words. He traveled the land and learned about our people's myriad of cultures. And we're doing the same now. Oh, I get an item. Wakivu. Hang on. He's given us a valuable insight on the origins of the dish. However, we are no closer procuring the necessary Najul leaves. Unless... Tell me, what was the historic feast commemorated in some fashion? With a monument, or for instance? Indeed, allow me to show you. Here it is. Offered by the two factions, these weapons symbolize their vow that they would never rise arms against each other. Since this feat demands a journey through history, I thought it'd only be logical that a monument like this might stir us true. Especially one at the heart of its so significant a battlefield. Lama T, hidden, would you mind help me search around for clues? Tell me if anything catches your eye. Sure thing. Might as well. Well, look. The soil has been overturned. They're digging something up. Ooh, someone buried a box. Well, well. I would have been satisfied if only for a hint, but here they are. Fresh Najul leaves. Rook's doing, I'd wager. There's a poetry in hiding them on this battlefield, given that it was central to the war that they helped end. Yeah, he planned this all from the start. Thank you again. We wouldn't have found these leaves without your help. That was my honor to render assistance. And, with apologies to present company, allow me to offer my encouragement as well. Third promise. Ever since I witnessed your performance at the Feat of Reeds, I have been certain that you are the Clement most worthy of leading our nation. All devised solutions to the Hanu's ailing crops, but you alone sought to know their culture and revive Inia Hana, even if it seemed unrelated to your task. So my humble opinion, no one cares more about the people of Tulelala and what they hold dear. Should you again require historical musings of an old shipwright, I am ever at your service. For now, take my leave. I cannot argue with that. We have what we need. Let's return to Ibrax. Why don't the two of them work together? That's a big hole. I could easily just spend money. Glad we were successful. The others should be back soon, I expect. I hope so. I'm famished. Let everyone fair. We got the nodule leaves. Wakavu came along to help us find them. Wakavu was here? I would have liked to say hello. He gave us an important history lesson. And we tell it to them. That the Gau Jaja, it brought an end to century warfare surprises me little, but to achieve said peace through cuisine is something entirely different. Oh, come on. Thank you. Leave it to my old man to find the oddest solutions. But how about the rest of you? Is our kitchen ready? Everything should be in order. Hurryanja and I made another tour of the village and borrowed the cooking utensils we need. With no mention of what we needed them for, of course. And I am pleased to report that we are stocked on the finest firewood this forest has to offer. Spoken like a true expert. Aaronville and I found a brick, so we should have meat aplenty. It was a splendid, spirited creature. So much that its hunter fell down a cenote trying to catch it. What part of never speak to this to anyone did you not understand? Oh, Alice. I picked a good portion of local herbs with a particular attention to the seeds to yield a tiote. I'm told our resident astrologian divined the appropriate measures for the seasoning as well. Though further inquiry, did I determine the ideal balance of spices. Okay. Then all that remains is to prepare the dish itself. I presume at least one of us is versed in the culinary arts. I can hardly claim profound skill, but I have cooked for myself. You can leave the rest to me. Where's Taru when you need her? And you, I hope. I could use your adventurer's grit when it comes to skinning the meat. Hey, I have no skills in culinary. Why are you asking me to do it? Let's get to work, people.
Oh, it smells so good.
Good, there is still time. I shall prepare our sample at once.
At first, I wasn't sure about being stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
Be quiet, Bako Jaja. No one cares what you think.
Oh, nice.
Act tough all you like. Victory will be ours.
It's ready. Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Shibruk Pibil.
What kind of tacos are those?
This looks amazing.
The dish is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the Mamulja to cook the spiced meats favored by the Jabral. It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Both the ingredients and your methods appear to have been correct. Now then.
Those things are tiny.
In taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Shibruk Pibil admirably.
Is that good?
Granted, anyone might well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter. But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yoktel's history of violence, and your father's role in ending it. Your willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawn servants. And for that, I commend you.
Now check the other guys.
All that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Now this is something I'm definitely good at.
Ahem. I believe we have yet to receive our assessment.
Huh.
Ours is also a faithful example of Shibruk Pibil, as you will no doubt agree.
Uh-oh.
I see. While your effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma.
Oh.
Preposterous! The meat was marinated in spice before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Shibruk Pibil.
Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves. You can't fault us.
We found some.
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed, they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage.
Duh, it's just some crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
Your dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Shibruk Pibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory. Your team will not receive keystones.
This was stupid anyway.
Uh-oh.
His ambition only grows more intense. That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
What do I care for this sham of a feat? I can always take what I need later.
This is delicious! The brook is so tender it melts in your mouth, and the way the Najul leaf rounds out these spices is sublime. This is the taste of harmony. Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never appreciate it.
Choke on your harmony.
Come. Finish your meal. That too is part of the feat.
Don't have to tell me twice. That was bliss.
It was palatable enough, I suppose.
Whatever, dude.
To you, who have successfully performed the feat of repast, I present these keystones.
Only 1 feet left.
So, Kona's the only one who technically has all his keystones.
Well, I should get going then. I'm glad that I wasn't paired with one of the others.
We can do better than that, surely.
The 6th keystone is ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone. I forgot something important.
What?
Was there any Shibruk people left? I could really use another helping.
Oh, come on, you glutton. I swear, she's such a glutton. But yay, 6 down, 1 to go. Ah, that was so good. I'm already looking forward to another bit again. Here, Cryo made more using leftover ingredients. You'll love it. I think I'm thinking to buy more for the road myself. Now that the feat of repast is over, the villagers should be free to offer it to us, right? Really? You're now able to buy it from a merchant. Okay. Let's go find this merchant. So there's one shop. Let's go find him real quick. Alphino can wait. Always hated Alphino. Too much of a wimp, in my opinion. He's been with us since the start and never been much of a fan of his. What you got? Oh, you can actually buy it, so it's just a tabletop item. What else do you have, though? Level 92 stuff, huh? Still trying to find a good thing for the bottom piece. Be nice, but it's not for my class. Yeah. Seriously? The heck is this about? What kind of mask is or hat is that? Okay, sure. Whatever that's about. Where's the boots? Ah! Hey, there's a knife on the boot. It's good to have. Meh. Oh. Let's do this. Oh, it's a high quality item too. Ba-doom. Glamour. 4. There we go. I don't think I had any gemstones available to... I got a few. Nothing I need. Okay, now we'll go talk to the twins. Seeing as now we've faced the penultimate objective of the ride, it would be wise to travel to Mamuk and undertake the feat of brotherhood without delay. Yes. Wise, yes, but impossible. The Tyenbeck Traverse, which connects the upper forest to the Jaltika heartland, is still impassable. Is there no other route? I'm afraid not. Work to clear the path is underway, though. I'm hopeful we can resume our journey soon. Then, let us each use this time as we see fit. I, for one, would like to explore the village surroundings. If Erenvel would oblige me with a tour. Very well, I have no other engagements. Then I will come with you. If only to prove that I am capable of keeping my footing. Then I shouldn't rejoice in our delay. It would afford me an opportunity to look into my grandfather's purported visit to Yaktil. Oh, that's right. Mablul did say that a foreign mage coming through here a few decades back, didn't she? I'll come with you. Would you join us? Oh, I suppose. Then let us reconvene here after our respective diversions. As I recall, the merchant my grandfather met at the market in Yaktil some 20 years ago. Any who might reliably remember him must therefore be middle-aged. Let us make inquiries where we can. Okay. Do 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 do. Oh my god. I didn't think I could actually fall. Well, I guess I'm in the group of who fell in one of these holes. Foreign mage, 20 years ago? Ah, yes, I remember him. It's not often we get visitors from across the salt, let alone those traveling with infants. Baby girl, as I recall. I only saw him in passing, mind. If anyone were to know, I'd wager it would be Hanmu Rook. He was already Zabrax Rax then. Baby girl. It couldn't have been. Thank you, sir. That information is very helpful. Was that your mother, Kryl? What is everybody's ages by now? Because I assume, like, the twins started at 14. By the end, by the time Shadowbringers came around, they were like 16 or 17. This one, they might be 18 or 19. I'm sure there's an age guide somewhere. Hello again. Do you require assistance? Foreign mage passed through Ibrax 20 years ago. Possibly carrying a young child. Do you remember him? Why do you ask of this? Who is this man to you? He may have been my grandfather, and I wish to know what brought him here. Your grandfather? Not by blood, but he has family nonetheless. Foreign mage did indeed visit Master Galuf. Oh, that's him, all right. So far as his identity is concerned, I trust you were satisfied. More than that, however, I cannot say. Why not? I simply can't. I beg your forgiveness and understanding. Very well, I will not press. Thank you for confirming his presence here. The rest I will discover myself. Out of more general curiosity, I have another question. They say that the Yukoi once dwelled in these forests. Where was that exactly? General curiosity indeed. But yes. Before they withdrew to Apaka some 5 centuries ago, the Yukoi claimed Yaktil as their own. Many of their archaeological remains can be found in the lower forests, the Jal Tilka heartland. That's where they must have had their visions. Thank you. That answers much and more. Final Fantasy 14 NPC ages. Okay. Okay, Ryan and Guy are in their teens, about 15 or 16. Twins are in the range of 16. Alright. Dang, Thankard, you are old. Okay, at the beginning of ARR, Alphino and Alize are 16. Stola is forever 24. That's funny. Stola is 24 years old, but she has a younger sister who is 26. Let's see. I understand what it means to long for one's family. So believe me when I say that though my position forbids me from aiding you further, I wish you nothing but success. By helping the Third Promise find the Golden City, you will surely find the answers of your questions. Speaking of which, I have a query of my own for you. What? What did I do? May I request a moment of your company? I guess. Oh, we'll wait for you. Thank you for obliging me. First, let us head to the sea note behind this village. Oh, you mean the one I fell into? Oh no, there's a big one. Oh, that is a very big one. Okay. Whee! Ow. It is my intention to see you off without saying anything, but Mr. Kryle's plea has softened my resolve. As the leader of a community, I'm gladdened to see that the Third Promise has surrounded herself with such compassionate and trustworthy companions. Would you tell me of her journey thus far? Is that so? It seems that the Rite has been a source of great learning and growth for Wuk-Lamat. It does me well to hear that. My daughter would be around her age. Oh, is she your daughter? Girls are rarely born amongst the Zabral. So when she arrived, the village was elated. Such joy I felt when I first held her, and pained when I found her at the bottom of the cenote. "3 years ago, an accident, it was said, but I knew better. she had been pushed. We never caught, we caught them. A suspicious figure was seen fleeing towards the Jaltika heartland, towards Mamuk. Bitter enemies, the Malmoja and... once bitter enemies, the two have learned to live in peace. But who could doubt the intent of such a reprehensible act? By targeting a child who would one day lead her people, the criminals sought to undermine the future of Zabral. I was determined not to let them succeed, so I let the memory of my daughter die in that cenote. And I gave her into the care of the one person who I knew could protect her. The Dawn servant Galul Jaja. Though she was born to lead the Zabral, fate had greater plans for Woklamat. Only the Dawn servant and I know the truth, but I must now take you into my confidence for one reason. If the villain who attempts to murder my daughter was indeed Mamuk, the rank card towards the Zabral still burns. The hell? I swear, my mouse has like no battery. At least not anymore. I was once caught off guard, but I will not suffer the same tragedy twice. So I ask of you, not as the Dawn servant's elector, but as a father, to watch over the third promise, defend her from her enemies that may be lurking in the shadows. Will you do this for me? Okay, Pops. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Will you hear, question, and answer me plainly? Address me as not as the ruler of Tuliala, but as a concerned father. Suffice it to say, the conversation must remain between us. Pray breathe not a word of this to anyone. And yet, someone overheard us. Because of course they did. Can't assign plates here. Okay. Taking a stand, huh? Recalling the past has rendered me emotional. I require a moment to compose myself, but please, do not keep the third promise waiting. Put my regular boots back on. Uh-oh. Looks like we got ourselves instance to do. Well, Looks like we got ourselves something going on here. Required level 94. I think I'm good. You're back. So what did Hamuru Rook want? Nothing much. Oh! Yeah, it's a secret. It's alright. You don't have to say anymore. More importantly, the Tynebex Traverse still isn't cleared yet. Something about even more rocks. Then I think I'll take the opportunity to rest. All that cooking and prepping for it has worn me out. Uh-oh. Cryle. A nap does sound tempting. Someone is watching. A moment, promise. You're one of Bakul Jaja. What do you want? I have come to fetch you. You're welcome to refuse, but know that it would be most unwise. And why is that? I'm sure your salted friend has an idea. What do you think? And they say house cats don't come when called. Follow me, promise. I keep hitting my mic.
What is the meaning of this? And just how far do you plan on taking us?
Oh, he's gonna try to take her keystone.
Jaja, you snake! You want my keystone so badly, you'll deal with me and me alone. Leave the Elector out of this.
Is that all you think he is? Foolish kitty! This man is the reason we are here. Take a good look at him. Go on. Look. Surely you recognize your real father.
Don't believe us? Then ask your trusted sellsword. She heard it straight from the old man's mouth.
Is it true? Is Humoruk my... Your silence says it all.
Now that you understand the situation, let's see those keystones. I'll even let you fight for them. Just you and me. If that adventurer attempts to interfere,
Oh dear.
I'll kill the old man myself!
Human or no, I won't stand for you taking hostages. Come on then. You want to fight? I'll give you a fight.
Oh, such heroic caterwauling promise. I'm shaking. Guard our hostage well. We wouldn't want to attempt any thoughts of rescue. By the by, house cat, they've been instructed to put down Papa Dearest when you lose. Hopefully he settled his affairs.
Don't worry. I'm not losing to the likes of him.
Well, she is a marauder. I know how to play marauders.
Well, what are you waiting for, you blessed bastards? It's 2 against 1. Don't tell me you're scared.
I know I didn't hear you right.
Don't worry, the scary adventurer won't try anything funny.
Foreign scum! Who are you to mock me? I'll kill you, kill you, kill you all! Don't look away, Salt. I want you to watch as I tear your beloved promise to shreds!
Okay. You got this.
Hey, eyes on me. The house cat, remember? I'll say it again. I'm not losing to the likes of you. I'm going to become Dawn's servant, and I will protect my people.
Okay. Okay. This is new. Okay. Come on, let's do this.
Come, you mangy house cat, so I can rip you to pieces. I'll cut you to shreds.
My magic should be more than enough for Miss Mittens.
I'll make you eat dirt.
Oh my lord.
No more tricks, Bakuchaja. We're settling this here and now.
What the hell? We're gonna do this normally. Use her attacks early and often? Okay.
should be more than enough for Miss Mittens.
I'll make you eat dirt.
No more tricks.
The hell? How do you do this?
We're settling this here.
I don't have
and
heals.
Still playing the part of the brave warrior.
What the hell? Ugh. Come on, come on, come on. Heal, heal.
Miss Mittens is no longer abusing me, brother.
Ah!
This Rite has taught me so much
No, 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 no.
about my nation, my people, and myself.
Oh, where is it? Where is it? Oh, this is gonna be unavoidable, isn't it? Oh, there's green.
What? Can't keep up.
How do you like this? Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
I finally understand what it means to live in peace. To greet each day in safety and happiness.
Irritating pest.
It's time we finish that, brother.
This is the end for you, kitten.
Heal. Oh, come on.
Know your place.
No, I'm dead.
Like, this is...
So looks like the first attack is restores own HP. So spam 1, got it.
Come, you mangy house cat, so I can rip you to pieces. I'll cut you to shreds.
Miss Mittens.
I'll make you eat dirt.
No more tricks, Bakul Chacha. We're settling this here and now.
Still playing the part of the brave warrior.
Miss Mittens is no longer amusing me, brother.
This Rite has taught me so much. About my nation, my people, and myself.
Are you not going to stop me? Okay.
What? Can't keep up.
Oh, I can keep up with you, sir. Now that I know your mechanics.
How do you like this? Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
I finally understand what it means to live in peace. To greet each day in safety and happiness.
Irritating pest.
It's time we finished her.
This is the end for you, kitten. Know your place.
Thank you.
It's not enough to claim the title of Dawn's servant. I must carry on Papa's legacy, his love for our people.
I'll grind you beneath my heel. The Raven Upstart. Why won't you die? Fine. I'll show you the
Oh, that is not fair.
I will be the next Dawn servant, and I'll protect my people's happiness to the last.
Nice.
That's right, there's no way I'll ever lose to the light of you.
What? But that was everything I had! I can't stand it anymore! Attack!
What? Wait.
You bring shame upon us.
You think we care about your stupid pride?
Oh, this is gonna be one of those.
We cannot lose!
I just gotta keep moving.
Oh, the great Bakul Jaja needs help, I see. Send your whole army. You still won't win.
Holy shit!
I will prove that my allies are right to believe in me.
Such confidence. What changed? She wasn't like this before.
Oh, I'm holding on to that. Oh, Bakul Jaja. Okay. .1%. Just chop his heads off and let's just end it. End it already. Oh, the one that got stolen from me. Yeah, we got 6.
I reclaim what you stole.
No. How could this be? How could that puny house cat beat all of us?
You've caused nothing but trouble with your dirty tricks. Threatening the Hanu Hanu, releasing Valyarmanda, harassing me is one thing, but you've endangered too many innocents. No more, Bakul Jaja. I will not stand for it. If you even think of tormenting my people again, you will answer to me.
No. No.
The hell?
And he goes and forgets he had the way blocked.
What was that about?
What? That was his doing?
The only part left in the saga is the Lay of the Brotherhood in Mamuk. The plan was to force you here so we could take the rest of your keystones.
So that's what he was up to. But, should you be telling us this?
What does it matter? You've beaten us. It's over. We'll release the hostage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was careless.
Are you alright? what Bakul Jaja said about you and me.
But to single-handedly defeat Bakul Jaja, you truly are the Dawn Servant's daughter. It has been my honor to bear witness to your journey. Promise.
Promise. Yes. That's what I am. I'm Kulul Jaja's daughter, and Tuli Hyolal's next Dawn servant. Come on. Let's rejoin the others.
Okay. Seems we're the last to return. Glad everyone made it back safely. Thank you for keeping faith in me, keeping out of the fight when I even got dirty. Couldn't have been easy for you. But Bakul Jaja won't be the last person to threaten those I care about. I wanted to prove myself that I can stand up to such villains, even when I stand alone. Which is to say, I won't ask for your help when I need it, of course. I know better than that now. Yay. Oh, okay. And the second promise is camp.
The passage to Mamuk remains blocked. For now, all we can do is try to rest and recover. Perhaps with a meal, as my sister would no doubt suggest. Shall we borrow the kitchens and prepare some Shibruk pibil?
So thou hast taken a liking to the dish. As we learn to appreciate the unfamiliar, 'tis only natural that we develop new affinities. There is no shame in this.
But there is in ignorance. I had barely considered what the people of Tuli Yolal hold dear. What hopes they harbor for the future. Our nation is built upon the bonds that Father forged during his journey across Tural. But so single-minded have I been in my advocacy of foreign innovations that I failed to understand my own people. Could someone who struggles to connect with the populace ever make a worthy Dawn servant?
To understand and connect with people is by no means easy. But there is something you can do to pave the way. Let them see you for who you really are. What makes you laugh and cry and rage? That sort of honesty is the first step towards mutual understanding and connection.
Understanding begets fellowship, as my father said. And yet, what you suggest does not come naturally to me.
too have found it difficult to speak from the heart. In thy struggles, I see mine own, painful in their familiarity. Yet frightening though it may feel, if we are to move forward, we must indeed take that first step. Dispense with pretense, and simply be.
Do you remember when you first approached us, and we asked you why you wanted to become Dawn Servant? You said you wished to use the knowledge you acquired in Sharlayan for your country, and in doing so repay your father for the opportunities he afforded you. What won me over was not your ambition, but your motivation. So let your people know this, and in time, they'll come to support you as we do. You can't hide behind that stoicism forever.
Very well then. I will make a greater effort to be myself. By not being my usual self so much.
Yep. Into the Traverse. So, what's the state of the Tinembek Traverse? Still being cleared, I assume. Hamur Rauk said he would notify us as soon as the work was done. And then perhaps now would be a good time to consider how much we reclaim, we might reclaim Woklamat's stolen keystone. The next fee will be our last, after all. I already got it back. What? When? And not to mention, this is Bakul Jaja we're talking about. No, she put him in his place, all right. So I taught him a lesson and took back my keystone. You bested Bakul Jaja in single combat. Bravo. Yeah, what can I say? I had good friends to encourage and cheer me on. There you are. Excavators have contacted me with news of their success, and the Tinembek Traverse is now safe for travel. Then we finally can make it to Mamuk. Come to think of it, isn't it Bakul Jaja's home? We can only hope its residents don't share his winning personality. Even if it is indeed the city where Ketamaran first met the Dawn Servant, surely some civility awaits us. I would not be so certain. It is true that the Dawn Servant received Ketamaran in Mamuk, but it was instrumental in the establishment of our friendly relations between Zabral and Mamulja. But since that time, most of Mamulja who has supported his peace have left the city in favor of abating in the capital. What remains of the cloister of Mamuk, and while these traditionalists do take arms against us, neither do they bear great love for outsiders. Whatever they're like, the people of Mamuk are also of Tulilala. If I'm to be Dawn Servant, it is my job to know them first of all. Well, we will be on our way then. I am glad I could learn about where I came from and eat so much of those dish besides. Thank you for everything. Till next time, take care. First, we make our way across the Zerbolt Cinderfield, due southeast. Die. I wonder how long until the next dungeon. And oh, how indeed you have grown. Off we go. It's going to be a long walk. Hey, what are you doing? What you doing? Why? Hey. Why? What's the matter, kitty cat? Is that so? Come here. Come here. See? You're fine. You're fine. Oh, look at that. Might as well join in. Looks like we got a group. Oh, I got Medica 3 now, huh? I wonder what that does. Oh, well. There you go. Back to my little trip. What is Medica 3? I didn't realize I had it. Oh, same thing as Medica 2. But how much stronger? The next spell is cast immediately. Ooh. Oh, never mind. So wait a second. Swift cast and Medica are now the same? Yeah, let's get on our chocobo. There's the cinder field. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Yeah, let's not fight the dragon. Ow. The traverse will bring us straight into the Joltika heartland. Remember how you insisted the forest is green? What? Remember how you insisted this forest is green? Question mark? Okay. It's not green, is it? Oh, it's gonna be blue. The path is quite steep, isn't it? Let us take our time and descend safely. It's gonna be very blue, isn't it? I spoke with one of the excavators down on the way. Apparently, Balkul Jaja cleared away the one fallen tree remaining by barreling through it. That Wuk Lamat single-handedly defeated someone possessed of such physical might is nothing short of remarkable. Still, we ought to proceed with caution. There's no telling what his wounded pride may compel him to attempt. Geez, Alizé, do you have nothing to say to me, huh? Anvil said this traverse was dug to facilitate incursions into the forest above. Tensions notwithstanding, you have to admire the dedication. Well, we're getting there. It's gonna be a very blue place, isn't it? Well, they did say it was the canopy blocked the sun, so it's probably very dark. Well, luring, isn't it? In more ways than one, take my paring stone and hold it close to the glowing rock. As you hold the paring stone in a soft glow, it affixes itself to the boulder with surprising force. Paring stones are natural magnets. And that's a meteorite filled with iron. One of many remnants of the ancient meteor shower. The heterogeneous aether they emit causes surrounding flora to grow unique hues, as you can see. So these beautiful boulders, these glowing boulders came pummeling down from the heavens. For Drell would be merciful. There you are. Blue. It's all blue. Far cry from the upper forest indeed. This place is already so fascinating. I'm eager to hear what the people of Mamu can tell us about it. Now keep running. Almost there. Almost kind of looks like the far plane with the glowing wisps. Oh, Oh, we can actually get rain down here? How is that a thing? Okay. As this is the first time visiting Mamluk, I have no experience interacting with the locals. But given Hamuruk's parting words, I would advise a cautionary approach. Hit up the Aetherite. Oh, hiccups. City of Silence. Well, we all know what comes next. Let's find the Elector. Two streets seem to converge onto this plaza, so I propose we split our numbers between them. Given Hermuk's guidance, I suggest that we err on the side of caution and move through the city in pairs. Erenvale can come with me and Alize, and Alize can go with Kryl. That leaves Hidden to accompany Waklamat. If these arrangements are to everyone's satisfaction, then may our respective searches prove fruitful. Okay. You can still hear me, right? And see me? Okay. Okay.
What's in my feet? Oh, my kitty cat's at my feet. Hi there, Coda.
Your words may as well be ambient noise for all this for all the care the citizen pays you.
Their bag.
Okay. And he just walks away. Please tell me you had better luck. Nope. No one would talk to you either. I was prepared for hard stares and harsh words, but this is something else. That building there looks like a shop, doesn't it? Let's go take a look. The merchant wouldn't ignore us, surely. Stop following me. Hello there, I'd like to ask you something if you don't mind. Move along, outsiders. We're trying to find someone. The dog service elector. Could you tell us where they are? Let's just go. Back out in the rain. How are we supposed to find the elector if no one wants to even speak to us? Everyone, can you hear me? Come to the massive stone structure to the west side of the city as quickly as you can.
Up there.
Kona.
Bested by a mere shade.
Sororja. Papa?
Not as you know him. What you see is an arcane manifestation of the Dawn Servant as he was in his prime.
The Channeler is Irelja, Autarch of Mamuk and Elector for the feet of the Brotherhood.
Tuli Yolam's mightiest warrior, yet wisest you are not. You who spurned your retainer's aid with battering your betters.
To prove oneself superior to blessed siblings by surpassing the shade of Galul Jar Jar himself. That is the final feat. The first promise fought alone and fell short, but that is now the least of his concerns.
You could have let your foolishness end with your failure. But instead, you attempted to harm an anointed elector. Soralja, as of this moment, you are no longer a claimant. I disqualify you from the right of succession. Be gone from my sight.
Oh dear. He's not done just yet. He'll be back.
This isn't over yet. I will be the one to reach the Golden City.
When Sorolcha was defeated, he tried to take the keystone by force. But he was thwarted by Father Shade.
Oh, look who's arrived.
My dearest child, welcome home. This feat was made for you. Only blessed siblings could hope to defeat Gulul Jaja. But ere we begin, I would see the fruits of your triumphs. Come, show me your tablets.
He only has like 3. 2.
What is this? Where are your keystones? Explain yourself, boy! No matter. Not all can be expected to go to plan. What keystones you lack, you can easily take.
I tried. But I couldn't. I cannot beat her.
You mean to tell me that you, glory of Mamuk, for whom all here have sacrificed, were defeated by your inferiors? You are as useless as your siblings. A failure. Leave and never return! You have no place here!
Gee whiz.
Let's go, brother.
Worthless! Pathetic! This was our chance to claim sovereignty, and he ruins it! But when these stragglers fail, Gulul Jaja will be forced to extend his rule. And in the next rite of succession, we will present a better claimant. So come, stand before me, and fall.
I won't do your trial.
Oh? You intend to forfeit the right?
Papa wants his successor to intimately understand the country he loves. Every step of my journey, I've learned something about our peoples and their cultures. I would do the same here in Mamuk. The Mamulja deserve nothing less, so your battle can wait.
I'm of the same mind. Father named you an elector for a reason. There must be something that he would have us learn.
Do as you will. But until you triumph over the Shade, you shall proceed no further.
Promise. I would speak with you. Meet me on the western outskirts.
Well, that was interesting. The electors we have met thus far have all have their peculiarities, but each we felt would judge claimants equally. This Zerul Jah, however, seems set in his belief that only blessed siblings are worthy of the throne. Why would the Dawn servant name an openly biased man elector? Worrying over his real job won't get us anywhere. That lady, on the other hand, was the first person to address us without any civility with any civility since we arrived. We should go and meet her, hear what she has to say. Western outskirts, right? Thank you for coming. My name is Milaja. Here we may talk freely, away from prying eyes. And what is this you wish to talk about? Tell me, what do you think of Mamuk? Well, we don't have much to say yet. No one would speak with us. All who remain in this city are devoted to the traditional ways. They believe that the blessed siblings are superior, that only they are worthy to lead the people of this continent. Most would not gain, I guess, address outsiders, deeming them beneath notice. Sounds like an ideal community so far as Bakul Jaja is concerned. I am tired, exhausted by this senselessness. There are others like me, but we dare not speak the truth aloud. Yet, now we have an opportunity to reclaim our agency. For you have bested Bakul Jaja. You, a Zabral, inferior by all presumptions, triumphed over two-headed champion. This time, anyway. Next time I might not be so lucky. Bakul Jaja is just that strong. I seriously don't understand why he cheats so much. It seems to me, he'd do better if he just trusted his own abilities. He's desperate. Other blessed siblings have fallen before Mola Jaja of the Silver Scales, for one. He traveled across the salt in search of conquest, but only to be overcome. But no matter how the individual may falter, the people still believe in blessed sibling supremacy. Because my father, he who united Tural under one rule, who in their eyes stands as a testament to tradition's infallibility. Regardless of your father's virtuous intent, his greatest triumph has only fanned the flames of our people's obsession. However, as both his daughter and Clement to his legacy, your triumph could prove that Gula Jaja's strength lies not with his birth, but his character. And in doing so, you may give us the strength to renounce the blessed siblings forever. I can understand wanting to forsake zealotry, but isn't forsaking two-headed Mamulja just going a bit far? You might decide that for yourself, whether the price we pay is worth an empty dream. Yay! You know, I think I'm gonna end it here. I'm trying to keep these to 2 hours. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. I'll try to be back tomorrow for more. But just for now, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.